Our today's topic of discussion is risk and opportunities of an entrepreneur. The act of doing something which involves danger is risk. To achieve a goal, an entrepreneur faces many risks like bankruptcy, financial risk, competitive risk, environmental risk, reputational risk, political and economic risk. The risks are in the form of chance or uncertainty. Entrepreneurs take risks as it allows them to distinguish themselves from their competitors. Taking a risk to achieve a goal requires courage to face the fear of uncertainty. No matter what the outcome is, either way, they grow through the process and become more resilient and confident. Better yield. Building those skills help in taking more risks and improve the chance of achieving future goals. The basic type of risks are the financial risk, the career risk, because starting your own business, you cannot hold back your job. You have to leave your well-defined corporate jobs, good salary, etc. Then financial and social risk, that means you are putting your family also into risks like stress, uncertainty the family has to face. The mental risk that includes depression, anxiety, frustration, and the business risks are of various forms like bankruptcy risk, financial risk, competitive risk, environmental risk, reputational risk, political risk, operational risk, etc. etc. These are the various type of risks. The risk types are the kind of risk the entrepreneur can take are varied. They are the market risk, which is the most common and refers to the risk an investor takes due to the market fluctuation. This kind of risk is expected when starting a new business for both the entrepreneur and initially the investors. The other kind of risk also includes the technology, credibility, competition, and also new technologies into your incorporating new technologies into one's business practice comes with some risk, like whether the cost of the program or the device will outweigh the profitability of their application. Another technological risk involves the potential failure of the technology, which will cause the data breach, website crash, information threat, etc. Another risk that is involved is the competitors, pricing and marketing strategy, which can be violate and disruption. When starting a new business, credibility is typically low, and hence many customers they prefer to buy from brand they know and they trust upon. So taking risk in these areas are common and often necessary for an entrepreneur to grow. Another is the getting started. When starting your own business, entrepreneur must be aware that their decisions are somewhat risky, is uncertain. Starting a business is at its core an investment. Entrepreneur must contribute their own money to support the venture, which may not succeed. Many entrepreneurs who begin their business leave existing jobs to start their something new. This means that they are dependent entirely on their own capital or the money they have. With no external funding, entrepreneurs stand to lose financially? Should they experience this type of hardship? It is a question. However, these initial risks has a significant payoff because those who take such kind of risk are careful about how they go about it. They understand that such risks are essential if they want to succeed. Each move in this first phase of starting their business is calculated in order to account for potential setbacks and to reap the highest rewards. Growth. Taking risk in this area, even those who don't pay off, provides valuable experience and learning opportunity. Even with a network of experienced entrepreneurs and capable partners at hand, entrepreneur must learn from their own experimentation. Innovation stems from new ideas which are inherently risky, and being willing to take such risks for the sake of success is crucial for entrepreneurs who want to establish themselves. So, though being an entrepreneur involves risk, there is rarely a discouraging factor. With sufficient knowledge of industry as well as market trends, competitor habits, and technologies, failures, entrepreneur can take risk without acting carelessly and without jeopardizing their efforts. The risk that an enterprise or an entrepreneur must take. So before coming to that, first is identify the risk in the organization. Break down the pictures when beginning the risk management process. Identifying risk can be overwhelming. Be pessimistic. Consult an expert. Conduct an internal research. Conduct external research. Seek employee feedback regularly. Analyze the customer's complaints. Use model or software. So, for identifying, these steps have to be followed. Now, the next which the entrepreneur must take. So, they are abandoning the steady paycheck. Before anyone ventures into the world of business ownership, they have to leave their current job and in some cases your career also. So some people have the luxury of backup plan and options so that they can resume their career if their independent business does not go well. So it is better to start a business while one is still employed. But for most startup, the choice is risky plunge. There is no guarantee that your personal income, especially the first few months or the years of your company's existence, you will probably be busy to secure or sustain an alternative line of income. The next is the sacrificing personal capital. Some entrepreneurs are able to start their venture relying solely on external funding. That usually means collection of angel investors, contributions, government grants and loans, and results from crowdfunding campaign. But many entrepreneurs also have to dive into their own bank account and personal saving to get started. So you may not need to completely liquidate your own source of money, but you have to front up at least some personal money, and that means abunding or at least diminishing your safety, relying on cash flow. Even if one have a line of credit, securing a regular cash flow is difficult and very stressful. One can position for a profitable year, but still struggle with the day-to-day necessities if the revenue doesn't match or exceed one's cost in a timely manner. Bills can also add up quickly, and if one doesn't have enough revenue to support one's outgoing cash flow, one can run short of money for paychecks or to be forced to dip into emergency fund. So it is better to be prepared to address it daily or on weekly basis. Estimating popular interest. No matter how much research you have done or how many tests you have completed, you will never be able to estimate the popular interest in your business with perfect accuracy. People are somewhat unpredictable, which could put a giant hole, a big hole in your sound plan, which you consider as your sound plan. Even when all the data appears to be in your favor, there is very much a chance you are overestimating the interest in your company. And if your projections are off, your entire financial model could implode. Next is the trusting a key employee. When you first start a business, probably it is small, a tight-knit group of people working tirelessly together to get things up and running. So one have to put an overwhelming amount of trust in them, especially if they have special skills that are hard to find and are willing to start work at a low salary than the industry standard. For example, if you are hiring a single experienced lead developer to work on your product over the course of a month, you will need to have absolute trust in their ability to get the job done on time. Otherwise, your timeline, your product could be fatally compromised. Betting on a crucial deadline. Startups are by nature forced into strict timelines for their product launch and milestone goals. Their finances are fragile and their investors are eager to start seeing the wheels running. As a result, more entrepreneurs are forced to make multiple goals contingent on a handful of deadlines, and these deadlines become absolutely critical. So one has to be prepared to stay up at night worrying about the ability to hit those deadlines and coming up with contingency. Next is the donating personal time. Entrepreneurship takes a toll on the average person. One will lose their sleep, miss out on personal time, and will experience more stress than usual. But the reward of entrepreneurship is often outweighed these personal risks. But one has to be prepared to live this tough type of lifestyle. Now coming to risk mitigation, means to minimize these adverse effects. To reduce the risk, the strategies that are you avoid the risk, accept the risk, transfer the risk, or limit the risk. So how do we manage the risk? First, prioritize the risk or the threat, means consider the very likely ones to occur, then some chances of occurrence, then small chances of occurrence, and then very little chance of occurrence. Why insurance? That insurance may include life insurance, disability insurance, professional insurance, completed operational insurance. Then go for the limit liabilities. That is, from a sole proprietor, limit your liabilities by changing to a corporate or LLC. As this structure, the owner is not responsible for the liability of the company's debt or other liability. Next point is implement on quality assurance program, because if the quality is assured, the business will get a good reputation, and as a result it will sustain. Limit high risk customers. That means immediately rule out the customers with poor history. That means those who do not pay in time or they are delayed in paying. Next is the control growth. That is, for selling the product or and the services, impressive goals need to be set for the employees that will motivate them. Otherwise, they will be tempted to take unnecessary risk which will hamper the reputation of the company. The company will get a bad name. So these are the 6 steps how an entrepreneur can minimize the risk that might arise. Next, looking for the opportunities. Now, opportunity is a situation where entrepreneur can take action to make a profit. Opportunities refers to favorable external factor that gives an organization a competitive advantage. Without opportunity, there is no entrepreneurship. Opportunities are a combination of different circumstances at a given time that offer a positive outcome. Therefore, opportunity recognition is widely seen as a key step of the entrepreneurial process. The identification of opportunities has been recognized as one of the most important abilities of a successful entrepreneur. How to find opportunity? One has to look for the opportunity before you see an opportunity. One has to be willing to read and research. As it says, knowledge is power, and it is very true. The next is one has to go for it. That is, you have to leave your comfort zone and you have to look for an opportunity. And the next is you have to make contacts. You have to keep the contacts. Next is to identify business opportunities. That is, first, one has to listen to the potential client and the past lead. When you are targeting your potential customers, listen to their needs, their demands, their wants, their challenges, their frustration, with your industries. The next is listen to the customers in general. Then look at your competitors, how they are doing, what they are doing, etc. And the next is the look at the industry trend and the insight, means where the industry is taking you. The next is how do we analyze the opportunity. One, analyzing means you find out or identify the potential opportunity, which will be very much beneficial to you, which will be a real boost to you. Second is define your purpose and objective. Your purpose and objective should be clearly defined. Then only you can find the exact opportunity. The next is data have to be collected from the primary sources and then from the secondary sources. And after these data have been collected, they have to be analyzed, and then the result has to be concluded to act on it, to implement on it. Now coming to the sources of business opportunity. Inventing new product or services. This is a great source of business opportunity. Inventing a new product or service, as different people are creative with a mindset of thinking out of the box and solving problem with best appropriate solution. For winning ideas, one need to be specific on your target market and analyze the problem. Next is adding value to existing product. Rather than going for a new product, inventing new product, one can add a value to the existing product. These kind of innovation can help to improve to a great source of business opportunity. Franchising. Another investment of business opportunity can also be franchising. By looking on the demographic and the need for a particular product or services, one can start business franchising. It can be really profitable since much of business modeling is not required because the person uses the rights of another retailer. Franchising can be in several business forms. Mass media, magazine, TV, newspaper, etc. are great sources of ideas and opportunities. Different businesses are on scale and different commercial advertisements are available to choose. One can choose any of these medias for their advertisement. Exhibition, trade show, and expo. For discovering some of the market needed business opportunity, it is better to participate in several trade shows and expos. Attending these events helps to build social network and also help in gaining an exposure. It can highly help in meeting and greeting different business people as they are a great source of big ideas. Industrial survey. Another important source for business is the industrial survey. As the main point of business is to fulfill the needs of the customer. Therefore, surveying and analyzing the underlying need of a customer can help in reaching a rational decision that addresses the customer's problem and results in a profitable business. Listening customers' complaints. Complaints are a part of customers' relations that leads to development of new or improved product and services. Whenever a customer reports badly, it means that the customer is not satisfied and the organization has not achieved that satisfaction level of the customer and there is some issues with the product. These things can help in achieving maximum satisfaction. Similarly, on the other hand, they can help in generating new business ideas for addressing these problems of the customers. So, the customer complaints is one of the very important factors that helps to generate new business ideas. Brainstorming. A creative problem solving technique is the brainstorming. It is an amazing source of generating ideas. The purpose of brainstorming is to think as much as possible ways about a particular thing that one could achieve the maximum point of efficiency. This is highly acceptable practice and many entrepreneurs work this way. This type of thinking helps in getting lots of ideas which are not only opportunities but are profitable opportunities and they are worth thinking, worth investing. So here we end today.